Hey guys, I noticed it was really blurry when I posted the previous video to YouTube, so I'm gonna post this video so that you can have a clearer look at the problem that we were working on. So the problem says, a cylinder with radius 3 units is shown below. The volume is 86 cubic units. Find the height of the cylinder. So if you use your formula page that I posted, you'll know that the volume of the cylinder, V, equals pi r squared h. All right. Now all you have to do is use your given information to find what h is. So far we're given the fact that the volume is 86 cubic units. So I'm going to write 86, and that equals pi times r squared h. And we know what r is. It's 3. So we have 3 squared h. All right. That means 86 equals pi 3 squared h, which is 9 pi h, and we isolate the h. In order to do that, we have to divide both sides by 9 pi. So divide 9 pi here, divide 9 pi there. All right, and so for our h value, we get 86 over 9 pi. When you enter this into your calculator, make sure you enclose the 9 pi. All right, you might get the wrong answer if you don't do that. So make sure you close it in. And what you should get for your answer is 3.04. All right, that will be the answer, 3.04 units. All right, so for this one, all you had to do was use the formula for the volume of a cylinder and then just do a little algebra to isolate the h, and that got you your answer. All right, another problem from Friday that people were having issues with was this one. So it says, it gives you two cylinders, cylinder A and cylinder B, and it says, what is the ratio of the volume of cylinder A to the volume of cylinder B? I think people had trouble with this one because they weren't looking at the actual formula page. I think a lot of people weren't realizing what the formula for a cylinder is. Because once you know the formula of cylinder A and you solve that, and you find the volume of cylinder B, all you have to do is set it up as a fraction to get your answer. All right? So you find the volume of this, you find the volume of that, and your answer should be one of these. Yeah, you'll get your answer in pi. It'll be a number pi over a number pi, but pi over pi is just 1, so it's going to be one of these answers here. Pi won't be in the answer. All right? So that's how you do that one. Just use your formula, plug in the correct numbers, and you'll get it. All right, and then the one that I'm actually going to do for you guys is this one. This one's a little bit more difficult. So this one says that George has a candle in the shape of a cylinder, and they show you this image of the candle here. The candle melts at a constant rate. The table below shows the amount of candle in cubic centimeters melted off at the given number of hours after the burning started. So what this table shows here is that after 2 hours have went by, 60 cubic centimeters of candle have melted. After 4 hours, 120 cubic centimeters. After 6 hours, 180 cubic centimeters have melted. And this is melting at a constant rate. It means it's melting by the same amount given unit of time. So after 2 hours, it's melted 60 cubic centimeters. After 4 hours, it's melted another 60 cubic centimeters. So 60 plus 60 makes 120. And then after 6 hours, it's melted another 60 cubic centimeters. So 120 plus 60 makes 180. But the question that they're asking here is, they want you to find the percent of the candle that is melted after 7 hours. So far we've been doing 2 hour increments here. And we realize that it's 60 cubic centimeters every time. Well, for hour number 7, there will be 30 cubic centimeters that have melted, okay? So that means for hour number 7, if we keep on with the table here, you would do 180 plus 30, and that will give you 210 cubic centimeters after 7 hours, all right? Now we want to find the percentage. All right, so we want to find the amount that has melted, the percentage that has melted after 7 hours. And what we need to do is we need to take this 210 and divide it by the initial volume before melting. All right, so the initial volume can be found by doing this. So we do V equals pi r squared h. That means V equals pi 4 squared times 6. All right, so V equals 4 squared is 16, so we have pi of 16 times 6. And that gives us a volume of 96 pi. All right, this is the initial volume before melting. You can also say it's the total volume of the candle before it melted. All right, so what we want to do is we want to take that total volume, we want to put it in the denominator, 96 pi, that's the total volume. And so far, 210 cubic centimeters have melted of that 96 total. All right, and then to get the percentage, you multiply that by 100, and that gives you your percentage. Now, when you put that in your calculator, you're going to get something like 0.6997, and you round that up to 0.7, and you multiply it by 100, and that will give you 70%. All right, so that's your answer for that. Find the percent of the candle that is melted after 7 hours. 70% of the candle has melted after 7 hours. All right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to go back to Friday's assignment. I reposted it, and I want you to either retake the exercise, or I want you to go ahead and start it if you didn't work on it on Friday and finish it. You can always contact me on Google Hangouts if you need any help.